Hey everybody, I'm Bueller from Comics with Bueller, and this is
Bob from Everything Comics.
and you're watching Comic Book Addicts.
Oh.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Comic Book Addicts. We're up to episode 59. It's Monday, March 18th, I think. Yeah, it's March 18th, the day after St. Patrick's Day. I hope you guys have had a great week. Mine's been pretty good so far. I'm just ready for another Monday night lineup, ready for another Monday night full of live streams. And what better way to kick the week off than the Monday night lineup? We got a lot of good live streams. Between the Lines is back tonight. Between the Lines will be back at Geek Out with Roscoe's channel. But Izzy kicked it off with the Comic Book Weekly pull list. And he went through the Hot 10 list as usual, did a giveaway. If you never checked that out, be sure to check it out. Izzy does a great job over there. Then we got Comic Book Addicts, which I will circle back to in just a second. But like I was saying, Between the Lines is back tonight. And they got a great guest, Travis Vick. And it's going to be at Geek Out with Roscoe. It's going to be over at Roscoe's channel. So I'm looking forward to the return of Between the Lines tonight. So, and then after that at 9 p.m., we got Top 10 Alternatives over on 22 Comics. He does a really cool thing where he gives you his alternative picks, some really good alternative picks to the Hot 10 list. Some things that you definitely wouldn't be expecting. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. The chat's popping. They're putting whether or not they have the books and keeping count. And it's just a lot of fun. Go check it out. It's tonight at 9 p.m. And then my homie Will, Cupo Comics, does his Monday Night Raw books at 10 p.m. And that's always a lot of fun. So be sure you check those out if you've never checked out those before. Monday night lineup, a lot of really cool live streams. And anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys about Comic Book Addicts because we have a lot of cool shows coming up. Next week, we actually have Trish Forstner. Farrell will drop next Wednesday, and Trish actually is giving me the opportunity to talk to her about the book a couple of days before it drops, and I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to have special co-host Lady Fantastic. That is awesome. Anytime that Caroline's on, it's always a lot of fun. So I know that she's going to bring a lot of interesting stuff to the table, and I'm looking forward to talking to Trish and finding out more about Farrell, because I was talking to her a little bit a few days ago and was asking her if there are any tearjerkers in the book like Stray Dogs, because Stray Dogs had some really sad parts in it, some tearjerkers, definitely. And she reminded me that Stray Dogs was from the point of view of dogs, where Farrell's going to be from the point of view of feral cats, of course. And cats' minds work much differently than dogs. So it's going to be a lot different. I don't know. It just got me thinking, but I'm looking forward to that. So you guys, please come back next Monday, hang out with us as we talk to Trish. And then the week after that will be my birthday live stream. And I was trying to think of who would be a fun guest to have back for my birthday live stream to hang out with me on April Fool's Day. And my actual birthday is April 3rd, but we're going to celebrate on April Fool's Day because it's on a Monday. Comic Book Addicts, we may as well. But I wanted to get Sonia Saturday back because I had such a fun time hanging out with her last year. And it was just such a fun time. She was talking about Ron Jeremy. She told us some really good Hollywood stories, and I just had a lot of fun talking to Sonia about the art and everything else. It was just a really fun show. So they're going to be back for Comic Book Addicts 61 in 2 weeks. So please come and hang out for that. And then we have a lot of good shows from there. We got Colossus Collector. Ryan's a really cool guy. He's got an amazing collection. World at War Comics will be back April 15th. Kingsville 2 will be dropping. So he's going to be back talking about that. I really liked Kingsville 1. That was a good book. And my homie LJ Alfaro, he's kind of a new content creator. He's a young comic book collector, and he's kind of somebody that I wanted to spotlight and put out there in case you guys have never heard of him before. So he's going to be hanging out with me on April 22nd. That's going to be a lot of fun. He's a really cool dude. April 29th, we're going to have Brian Silverbacks. He is going to be coming to talk about art and a lot of other cool stuff, comic books. Brian's a really cool guy. I tried to get him on before, but we had a little bit of a scheduling conflict. But he's going to come back, so that's going to be really cool. And then May 6th, we got Shop. another awesome artist, a community artist, and Shop for Comics is going to be on May 6th. May 13th, we're going to circle back and do a little bit of recovery because it's been a little while since I've done some recovery stuff on here, and definitely want to do that. So we're going to do that May 13th. It's going to be fun. May 20th, Black Box Comics. I'm looking forward to this because I have a couple of Black Box titles, or I have one Black Box title actually pre-ordered right now. I hope I get it before they come on because I wanted to talk to them about that Biomex book. It looks really good. But Black Box will be on May 20th. We'll be talking to them about Biomex and a lot of other cool titles. May 27th, I don't have anybody yet. That's still to be announced. And then June 3rd, we will have Madam Blaster. Madam is a very talented artist, really good sculptor. I was checking out one of her projects, her commission projects that she's working on the other day. And it's going to be beautiful when she's done. But let's see what we got in the chat. The chat's blowing up. Like I was saying, I hope you guys are doing well this Monday evening. We got Las Crucias first as usual. He says, hooray. What's going on, Las Crucias? He also says, woohoo, and hello from New Mexico. I hope you're doing great this Monday, brother, out in New Mexico. Hello from Chattanooga. We got Lady Fantastic, who I mentioned a few minutes ago. She will be my co-host next week for the Trish Forstner show, which I'm really looking forward to. Caroline's awesome. If you've never checked out her channel, her content, she's just a cool collector, cool chick. Check her out. But she'll be hanging out with me next week. We got Indie Comics and Reviews, my comic pops. I love Lorenzo. He does awesome reviews. If you've never checked out his channel, the name pretty much explains it. He does indie comic reviews, and he picks up a lot of comic books. And I love my pops. He's a great guy. Go check out his channel if you never have before. Brian LCS, we got Brian LCS in the house. He says, hello all. What's up, Brian? Glad you can make it. The president of the CBC Awards. That'll be kicking off pretty soon. Looking forward to that. Another year of the CBC Awards. I had fun last year. And I was really surprised we got nominated for Comic Book Addicts. What's up, Drac? What's going on, man? He says, good evening. What's up, dude? Another amazing artist. We got Collecting with Durs. He says, smash that like button on your way in, legends. Thank you, Durs. I appreciate you, bro. I hope you're having a great evening, man. Comic Cap Collectibles. He says, hello, all. Hey, Scotty. What's up, Comic Cap? Glad you could make it, man. Let's see. Skimming through. We got Nocturnal Miss So. Welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out with us tonight. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Skimming through. Make sure we don't. Kenneth Bird. What is going on, Kenneth? I hope you're doing well this Monday evening. He says hi to everyone. Hi to you, brother. Hope you're doing great this evening. We got KBDM saying, what's up, everyone? What's up, dude? Hope you're doing good this evening. We got Chris, the comic vet. He says, what up, fam? Watching from work. They mentioned the Chiefs on Izzy's channel, so now I'm here. Well, I don't watch any football, man, so I don't know anything about the Chiefs, but I do know that I'm glad that you're here, man, and I appreciate you, Chris. I hope you're doing well this evening. I hope you have a great evening at work. We got Bleecker Street Comics. I was checking out Church with Bleecker, Reverend Bleecker, yesterday. Every Sunday, he does this live stream, and it usually goes for a good while, but it's an awesome community hangout. If you guys have never checked it out, it's over on Bleecker Street Comics on YouTube. He says, what up, nerd holes? What's up, dude? I hope you're doing well. Mon Comics, my homie Brandon, he has a great YouTube channel also. We got a lot of people with a lot of really good channels in here right now. But Mon has a great channel. He's always picking up some amazing keys, submitting to CGC. He has tons of books that I'm extremely jealous of. But thanks for coming out, man. He says, hey, Scotty in chat. Hope y'all started your week right. We're starting it off right now, man, because we got an awesome guest tonight. We really got a good string of guests for the next couple of weeks. So I really hope you guys can come hang out with me. Pop, thank you for coming out, man. He says, sup, shitheads and S. Vaughn. Well, I'm glad I'm not included in the group with the shitheads. And thanks for coming out, Pop. I appreciate you, man. A lot of people came out to see K-pop, I'm sure. I think we pretty much made it through the list, man. So let's bring out the guests. Yeah, we got an awesome guest tonight, like I was saying. My guest this evening is an artist. She's a collector and a fellow, what do I have? I can't even read my own writing. A fellow member of the comic book community. On Sundays, you can find her doing interviews on YouTube, much like I do on here, kind of like I do on here. But it's on her live stream titled Kicking It with K-Pop. Y'all help me welcome K-pop to the live stream. What's up, K-pop? What's up, Katie? You're muted. I think you might be muted.
The hell.
Hey.
Pro Saucito for stuff to a great start. Yes. I was giving Pops a little bit of crap in the chat over there, and had to, go Lions. Suck it, Pops.
Yep. A lot of people came out, and a lot of people came out in the chat to see you tonight. So it's awesome. Thank you guys for coming out. But how are you? How are you this evening?
I'm all right. I'm awake. That's the main thing. Yes.
Yeah, you were telling me backstage you just woke up from a nap.
It did. Yes. I was super pro YouTuber right here. Thank you guys for coming here to watch me spaz out today. It's gonna be amazing. It'll be fabulous. You'll enjoy it. You won't regret being here.
Well, I'm so glad you could come hang out with me this week. I really appreciate it.
It'll be great. It'll be fun. Yeah. We haven't really got a lot of chance to hang out too much, so this will be fun.
No, we really haven't. Honestly, we really haven't. So this will be cool. I'm glad to finally get the chance to actually talk to you one-on-one. But how's your day been? How's your week been so far?
Horrible.
Horrible. That sucks. Why's your week been horrible?
I had somebody in my office pass away over the weekend, so it's been pretty bad the last year. It's been rough. So not great.
Sorry to hear that. Really, I am.
Yeah,
that's horrible. Was it somebody you were close to?
Well, it was a very fast passing. She had, I guess, just found out last week that she had severe cancer that spread everywhere, and
oh God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was rough. I had to go to her house on Thursday to help her do some notarizing paperwork. So, it was just rough seeing someone that's super spunky and feisty, just, withering away. So it was terrible.
Cancer sucks. It's horrible. I hate it.
It's awful. Yeah.
It's absolutely horrible. Well, I hope everything gets better. It's got to get better. I mean,
right? Oh no. That's the 7th person in my office that died since last year.
No, that's.
Oh yeah, no. No. When I say people that I'm not doing great, I beat it.
I'm sorry to hear that. I really am.
It's been something. Let me tell you.
Well,
I know. We're coming in strong with lots of positiveness.
Yes.
Monday.
Yes. No, it's all good. Well, for anybody that may not be familiar with you, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you? Where do you currently reside? And
I'm in the Michigan.
Michigan? What part of Michigan?
In the Michigan, right outside of Detroit. Actually, we are South Canada, if you will, as Phil likes to say. We are mostly Canadian if you really think about it. It's like 10 minutes from the border from here. So we're just Canada, basically, I think. So oh my God, my energy drink just hit, bam, as I was speaking. So
I took my meds before we went live, so my meds are kicking in. So
we're perfect. So I'm wearing my Mountain View shirt today. So
yes,
we're gonna be great. We're gonna be great, and it would be great if I didn't have Mountain Dew next to me. So yes,
I actually am doing the
fabulous.
Well, so
yes, is it the Major Melon? I love the Major Melon. It's great.
Yeah, it is. It indeed.
Yeah,
is
I like the Major Melon. I have Spark, but I ran out of my Major Melon. It's great.
Well, we've established that we both like Mountain Dew, so that's good.
Woo! Yes, this could be.
Well, okay. Obviously, you're into collecting comic books. Well, what are some of your other hobbies? What are some other things that you're into?
Well, I'm super into sports. I've played sports like pretty much my entire life.
Really?
My bro and I used to have our own backyard Mortal Kombat / wrestling crew.
Yes, that's awesome.
It got pretty violent.
You're into wrestling?
Awesome. Yes. It was 80s to like late 2005-ish is my go-to wrestling. I recently started getting back into it like a couple years ago with the Rumbles. So I'll be doing a deep dive into that again from the first one to like the most recent one because I'm waiting for WrestleMania to hit. So, let's go.
When is it? That's in June, right? Is it in June?
April.
April? Oh
April,
yeah, because it's
yeah.
always around my birthday. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
always like March, April, because my birthday was like 2 weeks ago, and I always remember like it was like always right around then. So
Yeah.
yay.
What's up,
Yes.
Real Rude? Thanks for coming out, man.
Hi, Rude. What's up? There's a lot of cool people in the chat today.
There really is.
All the homies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the homies came out for you this week.
Thank
Really
you.
cool. We got comics with
Thank you.
Bueller in the chat. What's up, Bueller? I hope you're
Bueller.
doing well. Hope you're having a great evening, man. Thanks for
Oh
coming
yeah.
out.
He's looking like they had fun the other day. So yeah.
What was he up to?
They had a meetup at the freaking thingy with a bunch of some people.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was seeing that on IG, all the pictures of the
Yeah.
meetups and stuff. Yeah, I was so jealous. I wish I was there. I missed out on all that cool stuff. Well, what do you enjoy collecting? Let's get into your comic book collecting. I want to know what kind of stuff you like collecting.
The trashiest crap of all time.
The trashiest of trash. What kind of stuff do you pick up?
Dumb stuff. My go-to is dollar bin fodder, and I mean like samurai animals and 90s dumb stuff. If I could flip through something, go, hey, that's stupid, I'm pulling it out of there.
I'm into a lot of stuff like that. I collect Boris the
Yeah.
Bear. I have a lot of the Boris the Bear.
I like
lines.
Boris the Bear. Boris the Bear is great. I love Samurai Squirrel, Samurai Penguin. Yeah, those are like some of my dumber stuff, but yeah, I'm really big into like Catwoman, Spider-Man, Lobo. I read pretty much everything. I like the weird indies. I see you have some upcoming guests coming up on that I follow as well. So yeah, I love the World at War
indie
people.
artists coming
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
World at War comics. Have you ever checked out Kingsville?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I like
Yeah, no,
that.
they're good people. They're good people. Yeah.
And Black Box Comics, that Biomex, I really want to check that out. Biomex. looks
Yeah, there's some really cool indie stuff. Bueller was hanging out with Jen and all of them. So yeah, I'm glad you guys had fun. So that was cool.
good. What, man? That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you're a big reader and also a comic book collector. What are some of your favorite titles?
I'm a huge Lobo fan. Lobo is my guy. I also really big into the Crow, which I will be on an upcoming panel with Mon in Peeps for a Crow panel coming up soon because I love the Crow.
That's cool.
Catwoman is
That'll
my
be
number
fun.
one grab, though. She's always been my boo. It's my goal to get all the Catwoman. I love
Cool.
Catwoman.
Who's your favorite artist on Catwoman?
Jim
Like,
Ballant.
Really awesome. I like that answer.
And then so I got in and out of collecting comics my entire life, but when I discovered that issue 1 of Jim Ballant's Catwoman, after a long, hard day of playing Mortal Kombat at the Video Zone, we went to Dairy Mart to go get ourselves some refreshments, and I found that on the spinner rack, and that started my collection again. Yeah.
That is pretty cool. What age did you say that was?
I was at 94, 95.
94?
So that would have maybe 13, 14.
Is that when you first got into collecting right then and there?
No, that
No?
got me back into collecting. I've been collecting everything from rocks since the time I was born.
Geez, so you're just born a collector. I've met a lot of people like that in the community. Actually, I've met quite a few people like that.
I would just bring trash home all the time. Like, it's my pile of awesome. Yeah.
I do that too. I collect a lot of different things. I collect rocks.
Yeah, I also collect rocks. I have a thing over there. It's got flowers in it. It has all the beach rocks from when I went camping in there.
Very cool.
Pick up all kinds of crap. I started actually with sports cards mostly. And then my neighbor got into comics and we were super heavily competitive. So then we started collecting comics.
That's cool.
Yeah. But toys are probably what started. You could also see toys galore.
What kind of toys? What kind of toys do you like collecting?
That is the Kickstarter Spawn. That's Lobo. That is Michael Myers. There's Judas Priest right there. There's a Friday the 13th right there.
Nice.
There's a Scream guys right here. Yeah. Horror stuff. Yeah. Horror stuff. Whatever. I'll find it and I will get it. That's how I go. I just like find something one day and like, woo. I want that.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I collect a lot of toy stuff too. Mainly Hasbro stuff, but I collect a lot of different toys as well. Some old
Hasbro's
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, Hasbro's pretty cool.
Yeah. Hasbro's cool. Yeah. So my bro and I were always into collecting. We were big gamers growing up, and we would collect the gaming magazines like Game Pro and Nintendo Power, and we would have like all the systems and stuff. So we started out hoarding games, and then game related stuff, and then sports cards grew from there because we were big into sports growing up. And then that kind of branched off to comics and other stuff, and then wrestling. Yeah, it basically just picks something, and I'm collecting it. So yeah.
Damn, so you just always been a collector, and then you're an artist as well because you create.
Yeah,
you've created some pretty awesome stuff that I've seen.
Thank you. I dabble in really poorly done MS Paint art, which I am proud of. I do hot dog related memes. If you have not seen those, get out of that, people. You're missing out. But I do like various art. I do comic, anime, portraits. I do realistic stuff. I do whatever.
Where can people see it on your IG, or where can people find that stuff at?
It's there's a bunch of stuff on my Instagram for my art, and I've kind of stepped away from it a little bit because I'm trying to finish the My Pet Roscoe, which is about 90% done, and I'll be getting together with Phil at Comic Con, so he'll be taking the My Pet Roscoe. And
I was actually going to talk to you about that because you're also an amazing. I don't know how to word it really, but you're amazing at crafting.
Oh, thank you. Here.
And you made this.
It's one of the things I make. This was actually not finished. It's going to have wings as well, but I make a variety of weird stuff.
You do some amazing stuff, and you made some stuff this past year for Comics Curing Cancer and was able to raise quite a bit of money doing that, which I thought was really cool of you. I thought that was amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You do a lot of really cool stuff.
I do. I regret not finishing the Roscoe sooner, but when I did that over the weekend, I spent like 40 hours straight sewing, and I screwed up my hand and I couldn't bend it for like a month. So I had to take a break from that, and then just shitstorm of stuff happened in my life, and ended up getting depressed because of all the stuff that was happening, and I had to put it on a hold because I had like a creative block, and I just got back to it. So I am eagerly almost finished with it right now. So I'm back into my groove with it. Yeah.
When you get caught in a funk like that, how do you get yourself out of it? What are some things that you do to get yourself out of it? Have
sometimes
you figured out a way to successfully
do it? It's kind of weird because it's depending on how bad the funk is. Like you could go for a walk and feel better like immediately, but sometimes like if you're like in a deep funk, like it'll take a while to get out of it. And that was kind of where I was at for a bit because I just had too much happening. I was overwhelmed. I actually had to stop streaming because I actually have 2 shows plus my late night, and I actually haven't really been back to my Fartist feature show, which is my original show that I was doing, because of how burnt out that I was for a while. Like I was just too overwhelmed and burnt out, and I couldn't stream for a bit. So I'm slowly getting back to full time again. But I
can understand how you could get burnt out on it for sure.
Yeah,
it can be overwhelming, and you add life to it, and all of life's bullshit. And
it just seems like just so much stuff has happened like the last year alone. Just in my work aspect of things that it's been immensely rough. And then my mom has been sick. She had colon cancer, and then we found out she had MS. So then it was like a ton of appointments, like just back to back. I think at one point we were going to like 15 a week.
God,
so it was rough for a bit. So
no, that's gotta be draining on your mental health and everything.
Because we would do that, and then I'd have to go to work and then come home, and then it was just like a ton of just stuff happened. So See,
and that just goes to show like you never know what somebody's going through, because like I've always seen you as this really cool, positive person, and I never saw that side of you. So
because I try not to bring it to the streams, because like when I have people on, I'm interviewing them, and it's about them. It's not about me.
Okay.
So I don't try to bring that and put that in front of the camera. Plus, I know a lot of other people that are going through worse stuff than myself. So, I could take a backseat to stuff that's going on for other people. Doesn't need to be out there at the moment. Get around to it one day.
What gets her out of the funk? Losing.
Shut up, Pops! Like you could beat me.
Here we go.
Kicking your butt last night, Pops. What you talking about?
We got John's Comics with Kids. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well this evening.
Hi,
what
John.
time is it? Like 4:56, I guess, where you're at this afternoon. Hope you're doing well this afternoon, man.
Yeah, I
Losing
hope
seven
everyone's
coworkers.
doing well today.
Yeah, that would have to be devastating on anybody's mental health, losing that many people around you.
Yeah, these were people I knew a very long time.
Man.
Like they were in my office like close to 50 years. So it's like, yeah. So yeah.
Well, you were talking about a few minutes ago, you do a couple of different live streams, which I apparently dropped the ball on that. I didn't know about one of them, but the Kicking It with K-pop, I am very familiar with because you have a lot of really cool guests on there.
Thank you.
When did you start that? The Kicking It with K-pop. What made you start it? Like, when did that start?
Okay, so let me take you back to my streaming career. I started streaming like 15 some years ago. I would do nothing but art streams. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm new to YouTube.
Okay.
Not new to streaming. So I started on Blog TV. I started on YouNow. I started on Twitch at the time, which was Justin TV. Yeah, that was something because they did not like art streamers at the time, let me tell you. Then my whole art group left to go elsewhere, and then we came back when it was Twitch TV. So I was doing streams there for like, I don't know, 6 years, and I took a couple years break in between all that stuff. But I started coming back on YouTube when I found and I found the comic community, actually, because I wanted to go through. At the time, I had 7 boxes of comics. I was like, I want to get rid of half my comics. Let me do that. And I was like, I need to scale this down. Let me figure out how to clean and fix a book so that I could preserve my really good ones. And no, that was 3 years ago. Now I'm over 30 boxes of comics. And yeah.
Led you down a rabbit hole?
I went down a rabbit hole. I actually joined the auction community at the time. And I was helping out on auctions, which probably was not a good idea for space-wise. Yeah, so that happened. And then Tricky and I would do late night hangs. We had Dairy Era Radio. We were all kinds of perverted cheese names, dairy names, and we would do late night hangs on there. Awesome. That I never did any content on my stream. And then he was really getting to the point where he kind of wanted to stop doing on his channel. So we did a couple on mine. And then we're like, yeah, let's start doing content on my channel. So that when was this? A year ago Christmas? I don't know. My brain's died because I had COVID at the time as well. So I bought on Instagram a sketch cover of Lobo with mistletoe crotch kicking Krampus's ass. Nice. And I was like, I want this guy on my stream. I want to promote this because this is amazing. So that's what started my Fartist feature show. So that was like a year ago. That was February of last year when I started that. And then it got so popular, I was having people on with campaigns and Kickstarters. I was like, well, I'm going to break it off. I'm going to do one that's strictly just introducing creators and artists on my one stream. And then I will do one that's strictly promoting Kickstarters and campaigns on another one. So that's how that branched off into 2 separate streams. So I have my fart one, which is, it's just it. Yeah. If you don't know, guys, my most typo name of all time is K-Poop. And I ran with that theme. So that's how that started. I will also go by Turd Ferguson on late night panels and some other horrific names. You will probably see me elsewhere with more colorful names.
Awesome. I always wondered where Turd Ferguson came from.
That's yes. So that was I have many turd names. During Halloween, I am Freddy Cooter.
I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how I started my show. And then we still do late night hangs and then go into the wee hours of the morning and we'll do art and random just hangout stuff every now and then. But yeah, I'll be getting back to doing actual art streams soon.
What type of people so you typically have on people that have Kickstarter trying to push their indie titles? Like who have you had on recently?
Who haven't I had on for my Kickstarter campaigns?
Didn't you have one last night? You had one I was watching last night.
I did last night. I had Sean Wood, the writer from The Fog Within, for issue 2 on, which is very cool. Yeah, that's really cool. I read issue 1. It's pretty cool. Let's see. my mind is blank right now because I've done so many.
Yeah.
Like I've had in this month alone, I think I've had Dirk Manning on for Homestead. That's still active right now, which is very cool. It is like a Western Native American werewolf story, which is pretty dope. Hey guys, I've had everybody on. I've had a mix of pretty much a lot of people. I've had Sean, Chen, Bernard Chang. They're some of my homies. I've had them on.
Awesome.
I've had
Chang's awesome.
oh, he's all dude. You go talk to him and he'll tell you the greatest fart stories of all time. It's amazing. He's awesome guy.
He did a signing in Knoxville this past year. He's a really cool dude.
Yeah, he's fun. But yeah, no, I've had so many people on. I can't even list them all. I think I'm at 46 kicking it right now.
Nice.
And like 30 some fartists because I took a break from that. But yeah, I only started it a year ago. And I was doing one a month for a couple months there. So yeah, that's how many I did in a whole span of a year.
Well, I think it's really cool what you're doing. Is that primarily what you do on your channel, or do you do other content as well, or is that primarily where your focus is?
It's primarily where my focus is right now. Was just the artist creator interviews because I've also had authors on. I've had people that make like horror movies and stuff on as well. So it's basically creator of any kind on my one show, and the other one is anyone that has a crowdfunding campaign for the other one, and then it's just random late night hangouts or art whatever streams as well. So yeah.
Well, what was the title like? What was one of just a book that you've read that just blew you away, that you that just caught you by surprise?
There were several actually. There was one that I had on and we got it crowdfunded on my show. And it was the first time that had happened. It was amazing because they had given up on it and they just threw it up there. And the whole thing on it, it was amazing because it takes place in the 80s and it's a horror story. And I got I got a sketch cover of it. It's my favorite thing of 2023. And on it, it is, I told them Friday the 13th theme. So in the story, if you guys don't know, I game with Glenn and we always say Glenn cheats. So in the comic, there's a panel that says, watch out for Glenn. He cheats in gaming. They're at the arcade playing games and stuff. Awesome. So on the cover, he recreated where Jason was playing Glenn in the game on an NES. Mm-hmm. And the kid on the side is going, Glenn cheats. It's amazing. It's my favorite really thing that has happened on my show so far.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
cool.
let's see. No, I already asked that one. Do you have anybody cool coming up?
I am booking out to June right now, so yes, everyone I have on is cool.
Of course.
I will have the beginning of April. I will have Sebastian from Stranger Comics on for his Kickstarter, and I don't know. I have everybody on. Like that's my favorite part. It's just meeting people and getting people on and talking to them.
Shit, I'm blanking out on his name. He's such a cool dude. But the dude from World at War Comics, has he been on yet?
He has not been on, but I've talked to him.
Yeah, you should talk to him. He's I
was gonna reach out to him when he had the first Kingsville campaign on. But that was around the time I had my burnout and I had just overbooked too many people at the time. And then we just run out of the Kickstarter. But he's always like in my feed that I've been wanting to reach out to because I like that series. That series is good. It has some nice art in it.
I like some of the characters. I really like one of the characters in particular. And I like what he's doing with the title. Kingsville 2 is supposed to drop soon. And he's just fun to talk to. He's a cool toy collector. And he loves to talk about the books and stuff. So he would do it.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think the Kingsville 2 pre-launch for Kickstarter is up right now that you can go if you want to go follow it. You can do that. But it's good stuff. I like. What's up, Hootie?
Coming out, man.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I got an interesting question for you.
Okay.
And this is a question that I've had on my list to ask people a million times, and I always forget. But I feel like you'd be a good person to ask.
Go for it. Ask me all the weird stuff. Go for it.
It is kind of a weird question.
Okay, perfect.
We're doing a comic book about your life. Okay.
Oh, okay.
what would be the creative team, your dream team that you would put? Who would be the artist and the writer? What would be your dream team for that book? You can pick anybody.
Okay.
You have unlimited funds.
Unlimited funds. Also, I have a time machine as well because I will be resurrecting someone from the dead for this. It'd be Michael Turner would be doing art on my book.
Oh man!
Also, I would bring back Joe Duffy as well because he was my favorite, the writer at the time before passing. Awesome. Yeah, very and if it's about my life, anyways, we're gonna bullshit around and figure out this story and anything else.
Book. I like that. Yeah. That's a good answer.
Yeah. I would also. Nobody really mentions this artist, but this is one of my all-time favorites, and I love what he does with Darkchild. Randy Queen would be part of that team as well.
Awesome. Darkchild,
yeah.
Cool. Hell yeah.
Nobody really gives her love. But we need to give her love. Let's go. Bam. She needs some love, people.
Give her some love. I haven't read any Darkchild before, admittedly.
Dope. It is awesome.
I have to check it out.
Yeah.
Let's see. If you, I already asked that. What are some of your favorite artists? Who are some artists that you enjoy collecting? Because we all have artists that we pick up.
Like I said, Michael Turner, Silvestri, those are my mains. David Finch's, nice. My go-to. I will pull them out of everything. Jim Ballant, any of the stuff that he creates, I'm pulling that out of there. I really like everybody. I like Frazetta. I like the weird stuff. I like the heavily painted covers. Simon Bisley is one of my all-time favorite people of all time. And I love that man to death. So, yeah. Also, he would be in my book as well. He would probably be in my book. It'd be me and Simon Bisley kicking ass in the universe of my life, which would be awesome. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And I wanted to add, if any of you guys have any questions that you want to add or ask, feel free to ask. And we will.
Nice. That's a good one.
I just got a fancy Michael Turner and Red Hulk variant today, issue 6. Hell yeah. That's cool. That is awesome. Can't wait to have Caroline. Caroline will be hanging out with me next week. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that. We got Phil Streethouse. Thanks for coming out, man. Appreciate you.
Homie. What's up, homie?
Do you do any graded books? I saw you won over on Bill's one of his live streams. You won a Red Room slab a couple weeks
ago.
ago.
I won 2 Red Room slabs, which I still have to unbox. I did a $2 super chat and I won 2 9/8 slabs.
Yep. It was super chat. I guess if you sent a super chat, you got entered in for the giveaway, and she won. She won 2 amazing Red Room slabs.
I did.
Really cool.
Did.
Do you collect it was pretty dope. Slabs or?
No. That was one of my first 2, but this is also I won this on his stream as well. It was for a $5 super chat. This thing is dope. This is my stream mascot.
I like that a lot. That's awesome.
I know. It's amazing. It's pretty awesome.
Bill was on
my ED209. Oh, I know. I love Bill. I was in chat. He's great.
Yeah, you were. I remember seeing you in the chat. That's right.
Yes.
Oh, we got a question from Dr. Von Hoot for you.
Question.
What is the exact opposite of a hot dog?
Fried bologna. It's a hot dog that is flattened.
Good answer. I like that a lot. That's a great answer.
Yeah.
So we got another question, I think. If somebody wrote a comic book about K-pop's life, what would it be called? What would be the title of that book?
Turdlicious.
Turdlicious. Yes. Love it.
Yeah. Yes.
What's going on, man? Hope you're having a good evening. Thanks for coming out.
Hi, Haya. Yes.
What's up? Black Spiders. We've got Black Spiders in the house as well.
Good.
And we got a question from Caroline. She asked, what were some of your favorite cartoons as a kid? That's a great question.
I watched everything. Turtles, Moon Dreamers, Rainbow Bright, Strawberry Shortcake, everything. You pick something, I watched it. I watched the He-Man, the She-Ra. I've had every single She-Ra figure known to man in existence, plus the variants that were out. I was big into cartoons. Dragon Ball at a very young age. I was watching Dragon Ball. And awesome. Just everything. I would wake up and watch the Saturday morning cartoons. I would watch the wrestling cartoon. You pick it, you name it. Saturdays growing up, especially in the early 90s, you had Super Monkey Ball. You get WMAC Masters. You get Dragon Ball. Come on, you can't get better than that. Yeah.
Hell yeah. We got Vogs asking, what would his comic book be about if you wrote it?
I would make you the most bitchin' sports card collector comic of all time. You would be the hero in this story, and you would just dominate in the sports card pack ripping community.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes.
We got a question from Real Rude. He says, how does Katie keep her hair so flawless? I'm growing mines.
It's called, you don't brush it, you just leave it there.
It looks so straight and so like well maintained though. It's
no.
some shine to it.
There's a knot right there, and I barely brush it. It's there. Just just wake up and you're like, oh hey, what's up, hair? I'm gonna leave you alone today, and you just forget about it. It just gets this long. You're like, wow, amazing. Mm-hmm.
We got another question from Caroline. She says, who is your least favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and why?
Donatello.
I'm gonna say the same. Yeah, I would agree with
Still
you.
like him. I'm a Michelangelo party dude all day. I don't got no business for, any of that shenanigans. Yeah, I'd say anyone besides Michelangelo. They're not fun.
Now, okay. If you included like Jenica and if you included her, would it still be the same answer?
Still be the same answer. Michelangelo's party dude. He's pro pizza. He was doing spins in the series. He was dope. He was the best. It's all about Michelangelo.
I'm choked up. Excuse me. Are you going to Heroes Con, Katie?
No, my goal will be next year. No, like I said earlier, too many things have happened that put a damper on anything.
Yeah.
Me going out of
it.
state for a while. Because
Totally get it.
yes.
I do. I totally understand your situation. I am going to try to go. I'm definitely going to try to go.
Nice.
For sure. I'm like 95% sure at this point.
Okay.
I've already put in for the days off and everything.
Okay.
So I just got to save
Yeah,
the money.
you're just a tad closer than I am, so that's a little bit more doable for you at the moment. Yes.
Yeah, it's not too far. It wouldn't be too far for me.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got another question from Hialeah, Comic Bro. Who's your favorite?
Oh.
DJ or Nom?
Okay, listen. My favorite of that is when they're together. And let me give you a little bit of insider information. I won't even join a stream if they're on there and they're spazzing out together and they're having one of their infamous little married couple moments because I want it to continue and I don't want to interrupt that. So the magic that happens when they're on and they're freaking out together, that is my favorite. And I cannot split that apart because they're my favorite couple in the community.
What's up, Taylor? Thanks for joining us, man. Taylor asks, what's the worst interview you've had? Wow.
Oh,
Taylor with the spicy question. You don't have to.
I would say none of them were bad because when I first started, even now, I would have bad anxiety. And even the ones that were terrible and I was sitting there spazzing out led to me to be the amazing pro streamer that I am today. So without that bullshit, I would not be here spazzing out still answering questions and asking them. So yeah, none of them.
I damn near have an anxiety attack before every live stream. That's just something that I deal with, to be honest.
Oh, dude, I will be pretty much power puking and maybe taking a gummy or two before every stream.
Yeah, I definitely have to smoke.
every stream. And I've been doing this 15 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't go away. Yeah.
Anxiety's a bitch.
Oh, it's terrible. It's really terrible. Yeah. But I'll get back into it. So that's actually how I started streaming. I had absolute severe anxiety and I would put it on my art. It was a way for me to face my anxiety and my, it was bad at the time. That was actually how I started streaming, was because I wanted to get out and talk to people and face that anxiety and actually interact with people, because it was too bad at the time to actually do it in person. So that's how I actually started streaming, because of that. So
that seems like a good idea. Put yourself out there a little bit.
Yes.
Well, Pop's got a spicy question. He wants to know, do you have a male, or he wants to know male and female.
I will do both.
Female.
Okay. Megan Fox in her prime.
Nice. I like that one.
Yes. That's a good one. And that would be Jason Momoa. Now, I mean, you can't Yeah,
That's
you
a
know.
studly
Hey.
man. I'll give that to you. Yeah, he's a beastly man. I'll give you that one. So
Oh yeah,
that's a
yeah,
good
yeah.
pick.
He's majestic. Whatever you want to just adjectives on adjectives. Yeah, describe him all day. Yeah.
If you could create a female Avengers
Oh.
team from different comics, what would it be?
Ooh. Okay. Dark Child or Aspen Matthews. Okay. We're gonna go with Catwoman, and then we're gonna go with the Witchblade. And I might even throw in another lady as well. And I might even throw in Harley and for side character wise, and every now and then I'll throw in Black Cat because she needs more love, and Scream. They need more love. So
Sweet. Yeah.
get them in there.
I like those. I
Yes.
like that answer. That's a kick-ass team.
Mm.
What superhero would you kick in the nuts? A lot of superheroes deserve that.
Cyclops is coming in first. I hate
Okay.
Cyclops, but
That's
I'm gonna
not a
tell
good
you right
pick.
now, rude. If I had the power to kick every superhero in the nuts, I'm going for it. I'm gonna do
Okay.
it. Why not?
Do it.
If I could get Superman in the nuts, bam, he's getting
That
kicked
would
in
be
the
funny.
nuts.
Be
All of
funny.
them, all day long. Yes.
Who would win the war if My Little Pony battled the Care
Oh
Bears?
shit. You know, I've
Ooh.
thought about that a lot because I was big into My Little Pony and Care Bears at the time, and glowworms for whatever reason.
Yeah.
They were good. This is an interesting one. I think they could both get vicious, and they have both magical powers that
Yeah.
I think could clash together and just annihilate everything. But also,
Yeah.
they might have
Yeah.
some powers that would resurrect them as well. So I think you would have the first ever Care Bear, My Little Pony zombie apocalypse outbreak and just straight up shenanigans in this
It
world
is-
is what
it's a
I'm already
definite-
picturing this. Yeah.
See, okay. I feel like if the Care Bears hit them with the Care Bear countdown, it could be
Yeah.
over. It could be over.
Yeah,
That would
could be.
but
Yeah.
it just depends. I don't know who gets
Yeah.
the first shot in, I guess.
Yeah, we don't know because that's
Hmm.
interesting because you have cotton candy from the OG My Little Pony team, you know, smells like cotton candy. And
Oh, yeah.
you have butterscotch over in there, which were my peeps growing up. But however, you can make this even more interesting and add in the Wuzzles,
Oh yeah.
who just
Yeah.
existed at the time, and other magical
Gum-
beings around the
Gummy
area.
bears? Gummy bears.
Gummy bears, bro. I am straight up into gummy bears. If you're not seeing the song that Louis has done for me on his channel, yes,
Let's see,
exactly.
We got another good question. We got, who have you been the most nervous interviewing? Because I know I've been really nervous at interviewing some people more than others. Because like people, when I have friends on, I'm not as
Oh.
nervous.
Oh,
So who are
everybody.
some- You've been just everybody.
everybody. No, I'm pretty much power puking every interview. I don't care if it's somebody I've met 9 billion times or if it's somebody I'm meeting for the first time. It don't matter. I get a power puke. Yeah, no, all of them.
I totally understand that. I really do, honestly. What
Uh,
historical figure would you like to meet? That's a good one.
Ooh, interesting. There's so many around the globe that you would like to meet. I would say no one in the U.S. history. Actually, no. I would go back and I would want to meet Da Vinci because I'm straight up about the arts and I love the Renaissance and I love all that. So I would like to go see how his mind works, or Michelangelo, either one.
Be cool.
Maybe Turtle, maybe not Turtle. See who I'm going there. Yeah.
Talk to Tesla. I'd like to pick
Tesla.
his brain.
Ooh,
cool.
yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can run some experiments in the back, see what happens.
Yeah. I want to know about the death rays. What's up, shop?
Hell yeah. Sub shop. Yes.
Let's see. I'm just trying to make sure we. Oh, okay. We got another question. I knew we had another one. Who would star you in the movie about your life?
Are we going actual legit or something that I would want to see? Because if we wind it back to the 90s, I would want Jim Carrey, but in living color Jim Carrey, but dressed up as that Xena chick doing my movie.
Oh man,
That's what I want to see.
that would be funny.
Yeah, no, we could do that. It'd be great.
No Monchichi love.
Monchichi. I watched. Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Which YouTuber would you kick in the nuts?
Also, trick question. All of them. On coming with a little huggy poo and then right in there. Yep. Don't mess with me.
Yeah.
I'm violent.
Quick shot to the nuts.
Quick shot to the nuts. Yes. That's funny that you say that there, Black Spiders, because I was thinking that he would be the last one standing. He seems like he would be the toughest of all. Yeah.
It would make sense. Yeah, that makes sense because he's like the lion one, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Care Bears would destroy My Little Pony.
They might.
We got a good little debate going here.
Yeah.
Care Bears versus My Little Pony. Do you have anything coming up on your channel that you want to talk about? Like anything in the next week or couple weeks?
Oh, I've got two. I've got the one every Friday and one every Sunday. So this guest, I will have Matt, who is Siren, who's been on a couple other channels here and there. We're going to be talking about all of his titles that are coming out with his beeswax and some other future stuff that he has. And
awesome.
I have so many scheduled right now. I gotta. Hold on, let me see. I've been scheduling them all. Oh, and then I have a nice team coming up that has their Kickstarter, which is very cool. It's about dragons. It's called Dreamlands. It's live on Kickstarter right now. It's pretty dope.
Nice. Dreamlands?
Yes. Well, it's a longer title than that, but I just put Dreamlands on my thing. But I can picture it right now. It's got dragons, and it's really cool. And they're from the Loud Mouse crew.
Awesome.
Yes.
I like dragons.
Dragons are awesome. Yeah.
Yes, they are. What DC title would you like to author?
Okay, that's a trick question because I would want to do two. Lobo. Lobo it up, Lobo, and Catwoman. And I would take it back to the Catwoman to her original OG roots, the street dwelling Catwoman.
Nice.
Yes.
Do you have any tattoos?
No, I do not because I like way too much stuff. And I liked way too many styles of tattooing that I cannot just pick one, but I will eventually just design my own, which I've already narrowed it down to like 3 that I will want to get. But yeah.
So you think you'll get one day, or do you think you'll remain?
I'm going to get a whole ton one day. Yeah. That's my problem. It's like too many. Okay.
Elvis, MJ,
I like all of them, but I'm going to go with Prince just because he's the sexiest of the bunch. And if Shelby is watching this, he will kill me because he is pro Michael Jackson.
I never realized how good of a guitarist that Prince was until later on.
Yeah.
He's an amazing guitarist, like incredible.
Yeah. Even if you watch his mega early stuff or the ones where he's just prancing around in panties, he was like a background guitarist.
Yeah.
He's like insanely talented. It's insane.
Yeah. Hey, Jimmy G. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well this evening, man. I haven't seen you in a while.
What is that?
No, Wolf, I said hello. What are some members of the community that you would like to possibly collab with one day that you haven't worked with?
Oh, I'm trying to think who I haven't collaborated with.
I know because you're on a lot of live streams. You're pretty busy.
Yeah. I hop around everywhere, and I usually have hangouts where I leave my thing open and I just let people on. The last one we had 1988 Todd McFarlane versus 1992 Todd McFarlane. You never know what's happening. They all hated CJ for some reason. Who would have thought that?
CJ, I haven't seen CJ in a little while.
Yeah, like I said, a ton of people in the community are going through stuff right now. So,
yeah, understandable. I get it.
Yeah.
Check out Prince on the cover of While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
He is a saucy, sexy little dude. Yeah.
Shreds. I believe it. Ryan Riley's K-pop rules. What's up, Ryan? Thanks for coming out, man. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Vogs.
Thanks,
Can
Ryan.
I have a portrait when your other projects are done?
I'm about a year out in commissions and things that I have to do for people, but yes, you can when I'm freed up. Try not to add more onto my list at the moment. Yeah.
No, I feel you. What are some of your personal, what are some of your favorite comic books in your collection? I guess that's a question for me.
Well, I just picked up not too long ago some more signed Lobo 1s and Omega Men 3s.
You really got some Lobo. You love Lobo.
I love Lobo. He's right there. Do you not
That's
see his
cool.
saucy self right there? Yeah, I got like
character.
3 Lobo things in front of me. Yes. Yeah. I don't know. I have many. I have some that my grandmother bought me in like the 80s and 90s that are precious to me. I remember pulling some ASMs off the shelf, like my Catwoman #1. Like I have more than that one Catwoman one, but the one that I got off that Dairy Mart is precious to me. Yeah. And then I have like all of my Maximum Carnage runs. Those I actually were pulling off the shelf and was hunting as they were coming out. So that's my my go-to. I love Maximum Carnage. One of my favorite reads.
I collected that. That was one of the things that I was putting together when I first got back into collecting. I have it completely done now, thanks to some different people in the community who helped me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. I love Maximum Carnage. How do you
it's
feel
so
about
good.
all these foil facsimiles? Like
Okay.
DC's doing all these foils, Marvel's doing all these foils. Are you liking it? Are you hating it? How do you feel?
I am mixed on both because I love them. I've been picking them up because I don't care. I'm not someone that goes after keys, and I'm not someone that goes after really expensive books. I do not care condition of the books. If I want it, I'm just going to get it. So I like the fact that they are coming out with these. You could just get them as they go out. What I have a problem with is when they come out, somebody puts it up for $100. No, don't do that. They look absolutely gorgeous, and I like the interiors because even if you got like some of the reprints from like the 80s and 90s, the interiors don't look as great. They were funky for some reason. Like they try to overly process like the lines and the artwork, and the art got kind of skewed and destroyed. So I don't like the old ones for the interiors, but if you just want to pick them up to read them, I'm a huge fan of it. I've been picking up a lot of the foils, especially the blank cover ones. Those are fun. I picked up a lot of the 181s. I picked up a lot of the Batman stuff. I grab those as I get them, but yeah, they're nice thick cardstock, so I like them better than the ones that are from the reprints of the 80s and the 90s. But
yeah, I'm liking it. Secret Wars, they're doing the whole Secret Wars run in foil. They're dropping one every month. I kind of think it's cool. It's these are only going to be $5, so I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's not a bad price point, especially for like a really heavy duty cardstock. Especially the trash that comes out on Marvel is terrible, but when you get those ones, are decent quality. So
for $5, I mean, I'm all for those. Lady Fantastic says I had the Maximum Carnage Spider-Man game. Oh shit, that's cool as hell. That is awesome.
Yeah, I actually like the Absolute Carnage as well.
That
was
was
a nice
cool.
game.
I missed this question by Real Rude. He said, would you be okay if Jack Black played Lobo in his first live action? How would you feel about that?
Yes, I would. And I'll tell you why. Did you not ever play Brutal Legend?
Me? I have not.
To the people in chat, Jack Black voiced Brutal Legend, and I would say yes. I'm down with it. He's weird. He's a rocker. I like him. He has the vibe, so I would say yes. Plus, he makes me giggle, and hey,
he's funny.
Yeah, he's funny as hell. Yeah.
Who is the sexiest YouTuber of all time?
The sexiest YouTuber of all time. I'm gonna go with Glenn. He has a lovely, lovely, lovely aroma with his farts, and he's giggly. He's adorable. I'm going with Glenn.
Awesome. Great answer. Glenn for the win.
And then Bleak is up in here saying himself. He's still up running for the best hair in the community. He's trying to take everybody out this year. I'd say no, Bleak. No, you are not the only one with long, luxurious locks. Okay.
I think you're both strong contenders for that best hair. I definitely do.
I also have amazing hands, people. Look at this. Look at these hands.
Nice. Yeah.
Look at these. Look at these freshly painted black, sparkly pink fingernails.
Very nice nails.
Plus, I am the only person in the YouTube community that can do this. And you guys can suck it. Yes. Yeah, no. This is great. Listen, look at this. So how much hair I have, I give to you, cousin Tit.
Yes.
There you go.
I definitely cannot do that. I can
Get
never
out.
do
I know. I did a stream like this before several times. So
that. That's awesome. That's cool.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
Fun. It's different.
Yes.
I like
So
it.
suck it, people. Coming for you with your hair and your hands and your whatnots.
Coming for that
Fuck.
hair category. CGC
Ugh.
will be the CGC will be with it'll be blah. What am I trying to say? Spit it out. It will
gonna be
be starting
epic.
soon. It's gonna be kicking
It
off.
will be. Yes, I believe if you go there, you could see some stuff that's been happening. And also, there's a couple promo thingies be happening.
on the Instagram, on the CBC Awards Instagram, and on the website cbcawards.org. You can find a full
Yes.
schedule. And this is totally not about CBC Awards, but how do you feel about that? The Crow teaser or whatever. How
It's
do you
not the
feel
Crow.
about it?
It's not the Crow.
Yeah.
It is 1000% not the Crow. That is John Wick revenge action movie. That is not the Crow.
I just randomly thought about
I
that.
would have been okay with it had there not been the nipple face on his chest that is going to be distracting me. But no, I hated this casting since they announced it because they actually altered his makeup when they did the initial casting because the initial face that they put on him looked so much like Pennywise that they had to alter his face.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
So
that.
I hated the casting from that moment. But I liked it. I'm so sad that they did not actually go through with the Momoa one because the Momoa one, when you see the test footage, was very more reminiscent of the gothic, darker style of The Crow. And
That's what I wanted.
I love it. I want that. I don't want.
Yeah.
To me, it feels too clean. It feels super British for some reason. I don't know why they're in pink prison uniforms like Squid Games in the beginning of that circle and in a co-ed prison for some reason. And then it's just too John Wick for me. It just feels, it gives me those vibes of just like revenge / action movie, not actually The Crow. Yeah.
No, I'm with you. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not. Black Spider says I'll watch the new Crow movie. I'll definitely watch it. I just don't know if I like it or not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Right there. There is no rain throughout the whole movie. It's like a sunny sky day throughout the whole movie, except for when he falls in the water in that one part. But it doesn't even look like it's depressing. It just looks like action. And like even the villains look too clean to me. It's weird. Like it just looks like a good action revenge movie, but it does not give me Crow vibes whatsoever the slightest.
Agreed.
I know they're in rehab, they're junkies, they're in prison, which doesn't make sense to me because in the storyline, she was pure. And they kind of like took it out of that storyline and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you got anything else you want to talk about? We're at the hour mark now. You got anything?
Hour mark.
Yeah. You got anything that you want to talk about before we wrap it up for Between the Lines?
So the Crow. Yes, basically it is Twilight John Wick. That sums it up pretty much. I can see this. Yes, funny. Twilight John Wick is what's happening with this. Sparkles, his nipple face is sparkling throughout the whole movie. That's all you're gonna see. As for me, so on the 29th, I don't know what time it is because I have so many people talking to me in that we're getting that together, but there will be a Crow panel on Mon's channel coming up on the 29th. I think it's like 8 o'clock on his channel. So we're all gonna be talking about the Crow series, all that. That's gonna be very fun because I'm huge into the Crow, huge James O'Barr fan, one of the nicest men you'll ever meet.
Yeah, and I know Brandon is too, so that'll be a fun one.
Yes. So this is what, if they wanted to do that story, which is fine because they have done several iterations of the Crow, they didn't need to make it Eric and Shelley. If they didn't make it Eric and Shelley, it would have been better. But the fact that they even brought that in to try to be like the same as the actual movies, just kind of ruins it because you're automatically thinking of those characters.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. Very good point.
Yeah.
So you're doing the thing with Mon Comics on the
that's on the 29th. I think what else is coming up here. Yeah, and then I'll have my show on Friday and then my show on Sunday. But I also like to shout out another thing. There is a fundraiser right now going on. If you look up the Comic Book Fiend Club, they're doing a raffle, which is pretty dope. I think it's $5 per entry, $5 or $10 per entry, and there's unlimited entries, and it's for what is it? MMIWP, which is dope, which is the missing, murdered and indigenous people, women and people.
Oh, wow.
Which
That
is awesome.
cool.
So all the proceeds for that go to that. So go check out their channel, and that's still happening till the 23rd.
So
I think it's the 22nd or 23rd is the deadline, but yeah, that's when the raffle is going to be.
Fiend Club?
The Comic Book Fiend Club, yeah. Hit them up on Instagram, and they'll give you some slots if you want some. There's some cool prizes in there.
Yeah, and that's a cool little group of guys. They do some good stuff.
Yeah.
And they're at all the cons and stuff like that. Some really cool guys.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
They're really cool.
Well, Katie, thank you so much for coming to hang out with me this week. I had fun. I really appreciate you spending time with us.
Yeah, it was finally good to actually sit down and talk to you.
Yeah, it was really fun. I'm glad to get to know a little bit more about you, and definitely gonna have to have you back sometime soon to hang out with us again.
For sure, I will be on. Just let me know, and I'll come pop up and chill. And give all the people in chat some crack, because that's my favorite thing to do.
Hell yeah! And I thank you guys, all you guys that came to watch tonight.
Yes.
And support Katie and hang out with us. I really appreciate you guys. And anybody catching the replay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope you guys come back next week where we will have Trish Forstner and we'll be talking all about Feral. We'll have Lady Fantastic in the house. It's just going to be an awesome week. So I hope you guys come back next week for that. And let's see. What else was there? That's it, I think. Be sure to head over to Geek Out with Roscoe. We got Between the Lines. They're back tonight with guest Travis Vick. So the guys are back at Geek Out with Roscoe's channel. So y'all head over there right now and check that out. And we'll leave you how I always do with some Biggie Shack. See you guys next week.
Bye.
I'd say that one is a banger, man. It's a real certified banger, dude.